everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Patrick. Today I am very excited. I finally got the Fostex T40RPs in the mail. Sort of an early birthday present to myself. I collect headphones. I've got 11 pairs of headphones to say the least. And hi-fi audio, especially in the headphone market, is a big passion of mine. So if you haven't seen some of my other headphone videos, go check out those. I also just did a review on the Logitech TK820, really nice all-in-one keyboard. But today we're looking at these. I want to go over these real quick. We'll unbox them, talk about them a little bit. I'll go over pricing and all my usual stuff, and then I'm going to go over some ear pads that I suggest as an upgrade to these headphones. So on the front, you can see that they're 50 ohm focus base. This is a closed model. Now they have the T20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. They're not any less. That's just how Fostex numbers them. The 50s are more than the 40s and the 30s and the 20s. They're all different priced, but it depends on their sound stage. These are, clicking around here, these are the closed ones. The semi-open ones are 20. The fully open ones are the 50s. So depending on headphone construction here on the side, it will differ. So on the front, it just says the T40RPs. These are the Mark IIIs, obviously the third revision. Fostex's been around for quite some time, and this is just their third rendition, obviously getting a little bit better each time. Nothing too fancy on the side there. On the back, whole bunch of information. See if I can read this through the camera. For professional applications, RP, or regular phase technology, is a proprietary transducer technology for which U.S., Japan international patents have been awarded. Incorporated in the design of headphones and loudspeakers, these devices are in professional use for critical listening applications worldwide. These superior quality headphones boast the patented RP technology, are designed for rugged daily use, and deliver the finest quality in audio reproduction with the smooth, clean frequency response and sonic clarity that today's studio professionals demand. So impedance 50 ohm, sensitivity is 91 dB. Frequency response is 20 hertz to 35 kilohertz, a little bit higher than normal. It's normally 20 to 20. Max input power is 3,000 milliwatts. The weight is 31.5 grams. It comes with a detachable cable, a quarter inch 3-meter cable, and a stereo mini 1.2 meter cable. And then it just has it in different languages. The RP technology, which is mentioned here on the front, RP, is kind of their version of magnetic or planar headphones. It's not really, it's hard to explain. They call it RP technology. So it's copper foil etched polyamide film with neodymium magnet construction. I mean, if you take it apart, and I'm not going to take mine apart, but if you look online and you look at a RP driver and you look at like a Hi-Fi Man 500 driver, and they're both planar drivers, you'll see their construction is entirely the same. Hi-Fi Man calls them magnetic planar or planar. They call them the RP technology. Nothing there on the side, nothing too impressive on the top. So let's crack these open, see what we got. Oop, I gotta cut the box here. I've heard some really, really good things about these headphones, and I've been keeping my eye on them for the longest time, and prices finally come down to what I would consider an acceptable level. These retail for close to $300. Amazon has them between $120 and $150. So I think I got these for like $120. I can't read that. It's a different language. Talks about a connecting diagram. Look at that. Interesting, like an electrical diagram there. And then it talks about the T20s, 40s, and 50s. Talks about same stuff, just in different languages. headphones, and it's all wrapped up in that. So I heard some really, really, really good things from a lot of people. The hi-fi community has been raving about these, and these are like the best budget cans that you can buy right now with some very simple upgrades. They're just outstanding. But the one thing that I heard, this cable is absolutely garbage. That's what I heard about. And it looks garbage. This is the 3-meter cable. No detachable. So this is 1/4 inch here, which is fine, whatever. I use 1/4 inch. You could obviously step it down, buy an adapter, whatever you want. And then they have, Fostex has their proprietary locking mechanism here. And I'll show you how it works in a second. You kind of plug it into the earphone and twist it into place. If you're familiar with Sennheisers, they kind of do the same thing. And then that's that on the headphone side. But this is 3 meters, very, I don't know if you can hear it, but very plasticky, kind of. I'd expect a little bit more from Fostex. That was the only complaint that I ever heard about these headphones, though. This is the Springy cable. And if you ever watch Z reviews, he is an awesome guy. Go check out his channel. This is the cable that I'm impressed with. So they have the orange accents to this, and we'll talk about it in a second. This is the 1.2 meter cable, which, in my opinion, is the perfect length. You really don't need anything longer than that, whether you're on the go or you're on your desk or other things like that. 1.2 meter, I think, in my opinion, is really, really good, unless you got some weird desk setup. So, both right angle, which is good. You've got the right angle interlocking cable up here, and I'll see if I can get like a real close-up so you can see the locking mechanism there. You kind of see how that works. It's got the teeth up top there that, just twist lock into place there. But this cable is really nice color, very springy, kind of anti-tangle. It's got that sort of plastic coated feel to it. Not like cheap plastic, but like kind of like a nice rubberized, but like, maybe powder coated plastic. And these are the cans. You've got right ear cup over here, and these are the closed version. So they're intended to be real nice and noise canceling. I like the little red cable there. And then over here on the left ear cup, you'll see that's where the cable plugs in there. So I like the older sort of design styling that Fostex takes. I like that. I like their design. So they do have a little bit of weight to it. The headband, I think, is what has been really, really improved over the previous two models. The headband originally was something that everybody replaced. If you're familiar with Mr. Speakers, Mr. Speakers has a huge line of headphones that are 10 times the price of these. For what he does is he buys these, mods them, and then sells them for 5 times the price. He replaces the earpieces. He replaced the headband, which was garbage. He would do different color accents. He made the detachable cable. So it was kind of this third-party guy that bought these headphones, and they're great. They always sounded great, and he would mod the crap out of them and then sell them for, between $500 and $1,300, depending on how much modding you'd like. Well, Fostex, every single time they remake these headphones, they basically try to mimic his headphones. So they're trying to put him out of business, and he's trying to, continue to upgrade these cans. So the mechanism here is kind of interesting. It feels like it's on this, it kind of feels loose, like it's on this ball joint here. Though you wouldn't imagine it. I do think, oh yeah, I can kind of see it from my angle. Yeah, it is kind of on a ball joint here, so you really get some good comfort. You've got this metal slider up here, which is sturdy but stiff enough, and obviously you can see there's quite a bit of adjustment there. The headband was the biggest complaint, though. The headband originally was literally a piece of molded rubber. That's all it was. Now it's a nice curved headband. It's plush at the top. It's very comfortable. And I think Fostex has really hit the head of the nail here with this rendition. Very sturdy build. You've got a lot of screws and other things like that protruding, and these are pretty easy to mod, and we'll get into that conversation here in a second. But I like everything about these headphones. I like the little accent of color. I like the detachable cable. I like how everybody raves about it, how incredibly accurate and neutral these headphones are. 2 complaints: cable. The other complaint that I heard was the ear pads are garbage. And there's a lot of different mods that you can do. You can buy different ear cups, but I'm going to try these out. I did buy some different ear cups from Brainwaves, and I think Brainwaves if you've seen my audio setup, all of my headphones are on Brainwave stands. And I think they make some really, really nice acrylic stands that are inexpensive, and they look very good, and they don't damage your headphones in any way. And Brainwaves also makes some decent headphones, and they also make really, really nice yet inexpensive ear cups. So ear cups is something that you can upgrade. Obviously, you can see these are kind of like flapjacks. They're not anything special. But I heard a couple of things that you could put like tissue paper behind here, and it sounds different. But I heard that there's a reason why these are flapjacks. Because of the way the drivers are set, if you get thicker pads and you space the driver further away from your ear, they start to sound like garbage. Or you lose treble, or you lose your midsection, or they don't image as well. And I hear one thing that these headphones do really, really well is image. And their sound stage is absolutely incredible. If you get the closed version, that's why I got the closed version. Plus, I've got all this equipment around here and computers and everything. Kind of makes a humming, like white noise in the background with some fans, especially in the warmer months. And I really like the closed headphones, so I can sort of drown all that out and listen to what I want to listen to without some noise coming in from open or semi-open headphones. So I'm going to try these out. If I like them, no mods. If I don't like them, I have some HM5 pads from Brainwaves, and I'm going to put them on, see what happens. I'd like to not tear my headphones apart, but depending on comfort, and these pads are pretty nice. They're plush. They feel okay. Yeah, if you've got, bigger ears or something like that, they might be really up on your ears, but we'll see how that is. I'm going to go to Fostex website right now, just read some more literature about this. So, main features: redefined Fostex proprietary regular phase, RP, diaphragm driver, uses copper foil etched polyamide film and powerful neodymium magnets. Talks about 3 different types of sound characteristics: the open, which is the T40RPs, the deep bass, and the sorry, I read that wrong. The T40RPs are open for deep bass. The closed ones for focus bass is the T40s, and the semi-opens are the T50 for flat and clear sound. The new RP MK3 series headphones are the successors of the reputed MK2s that have been used as reliable monitor headphones in many professional recording studios for more than 30 years, including from the start of the T-Series. The driver unit incorporated the key Fostex proprietary regular phase RP technology. Diaphragm has been redefined to achieve sharper audio reproduction for more accurate monitoring. The housing, ear pads, and headband have also been redesigned to drive the maximum performance of the RP driver. So even things like the ear pads, the little flapjacks that everybody complains about, and the headband has all been redesigned to help driver. Now, you might say, oh, why would you redesign the headband? Well, the headband is relative to sound because the clamping, the way this clamps onto your head, you want everything to line up perfectly. You don't want it, to clamp on your head and sound like that. For example, you want those drivers straight at you. Let me keep reading here. Images, specs. Let's see if there are any other specs that I didn't. So they call them orthodynamic. Regular phase drivers, or orthodynamic. That was the word I was looking for earlier. That's about it. All 50 ohm. Either 91 dB or 92 dB, depending on which one you get. Actually, the T40s have 1 dB sensitivity less than the 20s and the 50s. And the 20s and the 50s that are open or semi-open, their frequency response is actually has a little bit larger range. It plays from 15 to 35 kilohertz rather than the 20 hertz to 35 kilohertz with the T40s. So that's interesting. And then it comes with data sheets, a whole bunch of other information on their website. They've got some pretty good. I like Fostex because it's well made. I don't know if they make these in the United States. I think they make these in the United States. I think I saw somewhere that they're made in the United States. Durability is incredible. People use these forever. They just have a really, really good name and a really, really good price point. Yeah, this cable's a little lame, but you could always buy cables out there. Fostex are meant to be modded. There's such a huge, there are companies out there like Mr. Speakers and other companies out there. There are companies that buy just these headphones in the thousands and then mod them and make these just incredible cans for $1,000 plus price range out of a $200 pair of headphones right here. Yes, there are also a million different companies that make replacement cables like this, regardless if you're Sennheiser or Bose or Hi-Fi Man or Audeze or whatever. Audeze, their cheapest headphone is in the $1,000 price range. Their headphones go up to $3,000. It's a stupid amount of money for their headphones. Yes, their headphones are really, really nice, and they're worth the $3,000. But even a company like Audeze, there are people that make better headphone cables. You could, there are easy mods to do with this. These are inexpensive. You can get new cables if you want new cables. If you want new ear pads, you can get new ear pads. Headphones are pretty easy to mod without getting out hot glue guns and soldering irons and other things like that. So I'm going to test these out. I don't want to let this video run too long. I could talk about these for hours, but I just unboxed them. You saw me cut the tape on them. I haven't even put them on my ears and tried them. So I really want to get these burning in. So thanks for hanging around, guys. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Go check out my other videos. Make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below. I'll be around to answer questions to the best of my ability. Hopefully I covered everything. If I didn't, let me know. Thanks for hanging around, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.